Hey guys, you're watching Let's Talk About Prepping. I'm Tyler, your host, and in this video, I'm going to tell you why I would love to get my hands on a Tesla Cybertruck to try out. Now, to be clear, I know that a lot of people think this thing is ugly, and a lot of people think that the specification claims might be a little dubious. And to be further clear, I'm a little bit of a truck purist. I don't really believe in trucks that were made after 1990. I believe that trucks should be something you're willing to abuse and usually should be carbureted and made out of heavier steel than they have been for quite a while. But that being said, I do like any truck that you can put to good work because I do believe that trucks are for working. But I would love to get my hands on a Tesla Cybertruck, no matter how much it does not look like a regular truck, and see if I could put it to some good use. Now, I'd have no problem with trying to abuse one of these things, especially because one of their claims is to be extremely durable, being made out of, I think, triple rolled stainless steel and what they claim to be called transparent metal glass. This should last quite a while, being abused out in the woods, desert, or where have you, when being used as an overland expedition vehicle, and there is concept art of it being put to such a use. It claims to be able to regenerate up to 15 miles of travel energy each day on a sunny day with just the onboard solar panels, and apparently you can expand that solar capability using before market parts. Now, I'm usually skeptical of being the first person to buy something or being in the first or even second wave of someone to buy a new product. And I've never been the kind of person who could see myself spending $40,000 on a single vehicle. I mean, you can buy $41,000 vehicles or $22,000 vehicles for that price. So I wouldn't necessarily want to spend my $40,000 or more for even an upgraded version of this truck, but if someone at Tesla wanted to give me one for promotional reasons, I would absolutely take one of these things around and use it as a overland expedition vehicle and simulate bug outs in it and see if it's the kind of thing that someone could use for that and if it would be more useful than just a regular internal combustion engine vehicle. Now, all that aside, this truck may come and go, but what I'm interested in is how this bodes for the future of vehicles. We've seen in recent years electric vehicles becoming more and more feasible as a commuting vehicle and potentially as a long-term sustainable vehicle. And for the same reason that we don't necessarily want to have gas-powered emergency radios, it might be useful to have hand-crankable electric vehicles. If not hand-crankable, something that can regenerate without eventually having to go back to a gas station, no matter how much gasoline you store. Apparently, the full version of this truck can travel up to 500 miles on a single charge, and between that and being able to regenerate on its own, alongside whatever solar charging capabilities you already possess, this is a vehicle that, once you purchase it, might make you autonomous when it comes to vehicles. Electric vehicles tend to have about a tenth of the moving parts of an internal combustion engine vehicle, and so maintenance in that regard should be, if not simpler, less often of an occurrence. So I'm curious what you guys have to say about this. I don't necessarily think that the Tesla Cybertruck in its first manifestation is the best bug-out vehicle there is, but I'd love to get my hands on it and test it out. I think that it's a very interesting and perhaps inspiring look at the way that cars could be used in the future, especially if given some really cool third-party aftermarket modifications. Anyways, love to hear your thoughts about the possibility for electric vehicles to push out gas vehicles as personal emergency response vehicles, public emergency response vehicles, or just bug out vehicles in general. Hope you're all doing well out there. Everybody stay safe.